Hello again, it's your buddy Jake here at Psycho Opinion. We are doing something really fun and special tonight, and that is that we are revisiting the Pactolus Lights. And I will tell you, not to spoil or anything, but we have some answers. And is it paranormal? Is it not? I think that you really are going to want to stick around until the end to find out what we discovered. If you have any interest in the Pactolus Lights or have ever heard anything about this before, this is a very special episode, and our reveal is something that I have not seen or heard before involving the Pactolus Lights. So please stay tuned and enjoy the show. Thank you very much, as always, for watching, and we'll see you here in a minute at Pactolus Lights.
So where the reflector was before, see where the line of trees are right there? That's pretty much where we started to see the light, and it looked like it was coming this way and moving towards us.
Dude, that is so cool.
What? Oh,
All the little...
All right, guys, ready? I just saw a light. Did you guys?
I did too, yeah, on the ground. It seemed like it was on the ground.
I don't pick anything up with the camera.
There was clearly a light that... Let's try it again.
Could have sworn I saw red.
Just so you know, I had a bat like just buzzed me, so be careful.
I literally just saw a big old light as soon as I did this.
Whoa. Did y'all hear that? I heard a noise.
I hear everything.
There's definitely animals out here.
Yeah.
Deer, coyote,
Here comes a car.
almost a squatching. All right, let me try this one more time. I feel as though I see a little bit of a light down there, but I don't know if it's my eyes messing with me from the...
Yeah, I thought I saw something flash.
Yeah.
Which is not getting
Steve,
picked
come
up
here,
on the
look at
regular camera, but the infrared it is.
Steve, look at this.
Right
there, look.
Oh, there it
Oh,
is.
wow.
Shit. What?
Holy shit.
What the hell? That's it,
Holy
guys.
shit.
And it's still... There
Yeah,
it is.
red.
Turned red again.
What is that?
Go find out, Steve.
I'm getting ready to. I'm not kidding.
At one
So
time
if you're
it
gonna,
popped
if you're gonna
out
walk
super
out there,
bright.
if you want to carry my camera, Steve, you can see it on.
Whoa.
Oh, man.
Dude, that was straight up.
That was very bright.
Is that a flashlight?
Oh, shit.
That's a flashlight.
Is there somebody out there?
Yeah, they're about to
Hello?
bust us.
Unless that's our girl across the way.
Yeah.
Guys, that's a
Oh,
flashlight.
that would be funny.
That's a straight up flashlight. That's a flashlight.
Yeah.
But then why the fuck is it on? But Steve, it's on when it's not on. Is the thing I'm talking about.
Right. Yeah, that's them. Yeah, and it is still on.
Why is it on if the light's not on?
I have no idea.
Doesn't
You want to call her back and ask her if she's over there?
Yeah.
Because that would be... You still got it on yours?
Imagine they're on the other side, like, we see the light. It just flashed at us.
I still got the light on the camera here, guys.
And that looks like what we saw last time, or close to it.
Pretty close, but we didn't, I mean, it wasn't a flashlight.
And I
coming
still-
at us. Oh, that was red.
That was red.
And it moved like crazy.
I'd really like to know if that's them down there. But I've got a light here. And I don't see it by...
Oh,
What is that other light? What's the red light? And why is it moving back and forth so fast? Moved really fast, guys.
That
Yeah.
couldn't be just the back of a car, could it?
No.
But you guys see the red and it's moving fast, right?
Yeah,
Or is that-
now
Yeah.
it's gone.
But that shit moves like faster than I feel like a person could.
Here, I'm going to hold this again. I'm going to call her. Good grief. That's a flashlight.
Yeah. I mean, it's illuminating, but at the same time,
Right.
like, why does it keep turning off?
Here, come over here for a second so I don't lose the... Oh, I just got a flicker there beforehand.
Okay, that looked like a red light. Is that a car?
I'm trying to determine if there is a gap small enough in the woods there that when vehicles go by they can...
If you walk through there, is there a road?
Well, I'm getting ready to.
We have the map. On the map, is there a road?
No, it didn't look like it before.
I see it without the camera.
Oh,
Oh.
there it goes.
What is that? Is it a car?
no.
Oh,
Well, guys, I'm
Sorry.
about ready to go hiking. Who's coming with?
I
got
got
a camera?
boots on.
I'm gonna stay here in case I get a call. Okay, so what's that light?
That's a straight up light. I think that's what we were seeing before. It's got a slight flicker to it.
It's moving.
See, that's stationary to me. Even
Ooh,
if
no. Oh, there. Whoa, what? I'm not getting that. Oh,
that doesn't look like a flashlight to me.
That doesn't look like what we saw the first time.
No.
Either.
It's... what the heck?
I don't know what it is, but it's not what we saw the first time.
No.
yeah, I got it coming up on the camera. I'm on maximum zoom.
It actually looks...
Yeah, I mean, it's...
Here, shine a light down there. You can see it's above the ground.
No, I don't...
I'll change the
Just trying
zoom.
to see.
So it looks like about twice as far out as that reflector right there.
Oh my God.
These damn
probably
bugs.
a bug. Yeah.
Nasty.
Ew.
There's bats too.
Okay.
It's in my hair.
Bat?
No?
No, these
The
are
bug?
big bugs.
Oh.
Like June bugs.
Well, if you guys go, I'm definitely
There.
gonna stay here, because
What the heck?
in case I gotta go.
Whoa.
Oh.
Guys,
Is that a flashlight?
that is super bright. That feels like a flashlight to me.
Feels like one.
And it feels like it's moving towards us.
But it doesn't seem
But
to ever
the
get
crazy
closer.
thing about it is it's not like a single beam either. You know what I mean? Like it looks like it's
Like-
a couple of...
It's like pulsating.
Yeah. You know what I never thought of?
What are they doing? Just turning it on and off? But okay, it looks like it's coming closer, but it doesn't look like it ever moves. Is it moving like somebody's walking? I can't tell.
Check out my phone, Jake.
Yeah, you got more than one light there. Why does it keep going in and out?
Oh, it's pulsating.
Where'd it go? Lost it. Oh, there it is.
What the hell? All right, come on back, baby. There you go. What is that? There's like two lights there. There's like a little one and a big one. At least in the picture I'm getting. I think the other one might be a ladybug.
Oh,
Or not a ladybug, a lightning bug.
You're gonna say, what's the big one, then a mailbug?
Guys, I gotta believe that that's a person down there shining a flashlight at us.
But why is it like pulsating? And why does it seem like it's getting closer, but it never gets closer?
Because they're probably standing still like we are.
Oh, that's a good point. They're at the other side thinking we're the fucking light.
That's right.
Why does it seem lower now?
We're both the Pactolus Light.
We are their Pactolus Light. They're over there like, did you see it? Did you see it? I'm gonna
But
shut
we
my light off.
never had... Whoa, that's going way up high and moving. It's coming right at us, guys. That's a bit freaky.
What was the red light though?
Guys, that's a bit freaky. Look at this. It's coming right at us. Does that not look like it's rising and coming at us?
Oh, it looks crazy on Jen's camera.
What the heck?
feels like it's kind of
It's definitely moving.
high up.
Well, look at where it is right now.
No, maybe
Guys,
not.
that's not that far away.
It's probably the other crew, man.
I wish they'd answer their phone.
I wonder what we look like to them.
Well, I did say we were going to be on Carl Morris.
You know, it does like flicker almost like a lantern now.
Oh, you gotta be shitting me.
What?
I don't think I ever pressed record.
It's still there, man. Steve, you gonna go figure this thing out or what?
I'm getting ready to.
Yeah, I've been getting ready to for about 20 minutes now.
I've been playing Super Mario Brothers so we can get this done. So I'm seeing what appears to be a little reflection. When it really gets bright, I see another little dot on the ground in front of it, like it's catching
Is it recording?
some
I've
some
heard
like
so. The red
gravel on the
button's on.
ground and reflecting off.
Oh, press.
What
Now it's
the
recording.
heck?
You mean that whole time it wasn't recording that?
I'm pretty sure.
Who wasn't recording?
I thought it was prepared for me.
I'm sorry.
So we missed a bunch of good shit.
What the hell?
Well, it's
Well,
still
I mean,
going.
it's going like gangbusters right now. Guys, it's got to be them over there.
Well, shall we walk forward?
I wish they'd answer their stinking phone.
Maybe they don't answer their phone.
Because they're busy. Ghost
Send a
hunting.
text.
Yeah, that's somebody with a flashlight, guys. And they,
We're communicating.
Is it Morse code?
I don't know. I wish they would.
Oh, there they go. They did it back.
Yeah, it's us.
We just got all haired out about a flashlight. But what's the red lights? Maybe they have red lights over there. Maybe you should go talk to them and say, hey, what's the red light?
It's Roxanne.
Roxanne.
The cool thing is I'm going to get scared to death by a deer out here. I'm going to walk along and then boom. Do we want to...
Sorry, Rob, I'm like real close to you.
It's all good.
Obviously, we got something going on over here, so...
What was that just walked across?
don't
I guess
know.
there's 5 of them. They could have like different lights and shit, right?
Yeah, I'll follow you, Steve.
I'm gonna be right here in case I have to go. You can go or you can stay. Up to you.
Oof.
I'll keep the light on so you can see where you're going.
Yeah, thank you.
If they don't come back, I mean, I'm jetting. I'm not gonna go looking for them. I'm just saying it's not that kind of horror movie. So, just so you know.
Oh, they're down there a ways.
You might have a good chance going to look for them because you're a woman. You survived the shit.
Whoa.
Our final girl.
Yeah, that's a flashlight, guys.
Yeah.
Gotta be a flashlight. They're down there a ways. So if a guy comes hauling ass on a horse, here's our reflector.
Welcome to Sleepy Hollow. Yeah, there's that reflector. See, it's interesting because last time, I'm pretty sure whatever we saw was on the right side of the path.
Right. Keep an eye on deer so I don't get jump scared. Guys, they're down there a mile. That's probably a mile away.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh. Hold the gate. Well,
sec. I feel as though they're quarter mile, half mile out. I mean, we've already gone. Look where these guys are. We've already gone quarter of a mile.
Wow.
That's a half. Oh, good. You see that light that went by?
No.
I did. I just saw a light go by. Jeez Louise. All right, we need to find out where they're at. So I'm gonna walk back because there's.
Oh, that was a car.
Those are trucks, yeah. So they're at a different spot. Getting attacked by these bugs. All right.
Yeah, looks like there's multiple flashlights.
Yeah, so they're down at the other end. Well, that was fun.
How far in are you guys?
We're like, God dang, that's a flashlight.
Right, yeah, that's me. So how
Yeah.
far are you guys?
We're all the way back at Carl Morris, probably half a mile back.
Oh my God, we still
Yeah.
aren't even halfway to you guys. We've walked
Yeah.
about a half mile.
Really?
We're down here
Ah.
at Worthington Warren.
So, yeah, so when we, where we were at, we were seeing something very
my
similar to what we
clothes
saw last time,
Mhm.
which I guess, is there a vehicle down that way too?
Yes, we parked down there.
Okay,
We
'cause-
saw you guys pull up.
Gotcha. God, I've been carried away by June bugs.
And mosquitoes and all
Yeah.
kinds of stuff.
Yeah, no, I called you a few times. I figured you probably had your phone
Yeah,
off.
I'm sorry. Yeah,
That's all right. No, you're like my kids. They don't answer either.
My bad.
But no, I was just trying to figure out how far this went because this is what we saw virtually the first time, very similar. We could tell that you guys were a flashlight instantly. It was like, that's a
Yeah.
flashlight. But we saw, when we were here last time, a much smaller, almost like what seems to be very similar to a lightning bug now, which I've seen a ton of them out on this side. I don't know if you guys got them down on that end or not.
Yeah.
But unlike a lightning bug that flashes and moves and flashes again, it stayed as an orb in a kind of a defined location.
Well, it kind of actually moved a little bit.
It did. It
like it
kind
was
of
something
moved.
maybe in the wind. It was just slowly moving. Not a whole lot.
I mean, it looked like it was much closer. You guys looked like you were a mile off, and I could tell that was a mile off. When we were here last time, it felt like it was 100 yards away
Right,
when we were
and
seeing
that's
that
how it
light.
felt
Yeah.
when we saw it.
Yeah, because there's
See,
back,
there's trees now.
yeah, after the clearing and back to the trees, probably another 100 yards past that's where that reflector was.
Okay.
And that was kind of what we were using our, well, shoot. You guys want to come down on the other end? You want to go for a little more of a walk? Or?
Yeah, move over there because okay, you see that little reflector? That's her headlight.
Yeah.
Gotcha, okay.
It's a lady.
So if you were to see another car's lights, it would be tiny like that.
Okay.
It wouldn't be what you like if you saw anything brighter
And
in the
this
middle of the
flashlight's
path. Yeah.
Banging, isn't it?
I love it. I think that's what we have. We have one of those. I left mine in the car.
Well, as excited as I am to see you guys, I'm trying to figure out where in the hell we're supposed to be to start with.
Either end, you can see it from
Either end?
either end.
Gotcha.
But just know if you see it, you actually see how small her headlight is,
Uh-huh,
and then to think you even a half mile further back than that.
right.
So if you see something, it would have to be something. That's what I'm thinking because her headlight or tail light would be way too tiny.
Yeah, there's some deep ruts here.
Oh yeah.
Man, that really stinks. I figured that was you guys.
Sorry.
I
No,
saw
it's
y'all
all right.
pull up and start flashing. And we start talking. Should we mess with them?
Oh, yeah, I wish you would have.
But then I was like, you know what? Let's just wait and see if something happens between us.
And that's what you're gonna look for.
Yeah.
So, surprisingly, all the way back from where we're at, we could see you guys' lights down there. We saw a red light as I got closer, about halfway. I saw a red light, like almost like a tail light or something,
Yeah.
move sideways. So I hope that that's not what we saw last time, but I can't rule it out.
We saw something else.
Yeah. Ours was much brighter and bigger. I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, I almost want to go back to
Yeah.
our original video when we caught it the first time to compare to what we've seen tonight, which really...
Yeah, when we saw it the last time, it felt like it was like one of those signal, like the lighted signal things they use at airports,
Uh-huh.
because it was moving. So we, knew it wasn't a reflector attached to a tree or anything. It was just, yeah, we couldn't tell what it was.
There it is. So,
What do you see?
so that's the reflector that we on the tree right there.
Oh, okay.
So
Further down?
That was about where what we were using as a reference point, and the light. I don't know whose boyfriend that is there, but that was about where the light was coming.
That's about where we saw it.
It likes it.
But we were
Maybe a little bit
Kick me
past it.
again.
catching
I'm
it from
into
this
it.
side, and I thought, as close as that fence is right there, I personally thought that light was somewhere in this area.
Yeah.
Like it
that's-
was that
that's what
close.
we were thinking when we saw it.
I saw it like. I think it's the fact
Wanted to
that
see
this
what
is
all the
in middle of
hubbub
nowhere
was
and something
about.
happens.
So is that?
That was them.
It was them.
All of it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, they have red lights too.
That's their brake light. They had a vehicle down there too, and it's a way. I mean, it's a mile up there, easy.
Yeah, we couldn't even tell how far you were.
Yeah.
Oh, it's forever.
What's going on, guys?
Hi.
Hey.
What's happening?
All right, guys, let's
Got
do this.
excited.
Let's do this. You ready? Here's our reflector.
And we know nothing's down there.
Currently,
We know it now. We didn't know before.
there's
Oh!
Car.
that's a car. Yeah.
Hey,
Shit.
So even when you were down there, something that Jen and I noticed though. Like when you guys were down there though,
Mm-hmm.
there were still lights that we could see on the camera, but not
Well,
in
I can't
person.
even see your headlights anymore.
I noticed that
I can't even see your
with
car
night
at all.
vision, I could see lights
Mhm.
that we didn't see.
Like that kept happening. So I knew that wasn't flashlights.
And then
We saw something cool, man. It was probably a deer, but we were
That's a big deer.
about 2/3 in, and we could see these ladies and gentlemen's flashlight on that side, and then from the left to right, just this huge mass just went across and covered everything up, and then went into the woods.
Oh, that's awesome.
So
Let's get that on camera.
I hope we did.
I don't
pretty
know.
sure I did.
I was hoping.
Yeah, because even now, like I'm seeing almost like just a little bit of light down there.
Yeah.
We kept seeing
There's,
lights,
see,
That's
a car.
car.
Yeah.
but the lights we saw that we couldn't see, but were on the camera, they were stationary.
Right. Unless you guys were out here the same day.
No, I'm talking about today. Like
today.
when you
I
were
see-
down
I see
there.
what you're saying.
See, last time we were here too, we were seeing a light that kind of it glowed,
Mhm.
but you could see it, but we had to hold stuff behind us to see it, and we didn't pick it up on the camera.
Well, I thought I saw something down right where that reflector is, just about middle of the open space and down about halfway is where we saw the light. And then that light kind of moved from those two trees right there to the opening right here. And
That's
then
close.
at that point, it started to turn red and looked like it was continuing to come at us.
And that was tonight?
That was the
That was
last
our
time
first
we were
time.
here. Yeah.
Well, if that happens, y'all might be driving us back.
And you're not picking anything up now with the infrared, are you, Jen?
Me?
Yeah, you're on infrared still, right?
I don't know, am I?
Yes, you are on infrared.
I don't see anything at the moment.
Yeah, I'm not grabbing anything really.
I keep feeling like I'm seeing just kind of like just a faint little
Glow.
Yeah.
glow out there.
We were seeing that.
That's what
We
I
were
was
seeing
talking
that
about
earlier
last
too.
time.
Right.
Like I see it now. It's like bigger than that reflection, the reflector thing.
But it's not where the reflector is.
See
Right.
anything.
Yeah.
There's got, I hate to
I
say
see
it.
something.
It
right
looks
now.
really
I
low to the
see
ground.
light, right?
Yeah, that was a different spot than the reflector.
Yeah, it was down and to the right.
Now that was a
Yeah, that was a car.
No,
what I saw was sitting there. It
that
was
looked like a
just-
firefly.
No, I mean I see it right now a little
Me
bit.
too.
Yeah.
It's right there. It's like,
No, I see it.
I mean I still see something in the same
Yeah,
spot.
it's like it's something glowing in and out.
It's
So-
moving.
With you guys,
Ooh.
You see it?
Yeah.
Did you get it on camera?
No.
It's not. It won't pick up.
Oh,
on
I
the
see it. I
camera.
see it. I see it.
It's like on the ground.
Right there.
yeah, it is
Wow.
kind of a glow like that. It is
I
strange.
see it.
And the camera's not getting it, is it?
No.
Shoot.
Oh, what
That's
the f-
weird. That so many people can see it, but you know.
Yeah, that is not the
Right,
reflector.
there's nothing
No.
like when we.
It was way away from the reflector.
Yeah.
It's all. I mean, it's down lower and to the right. You know what I mean?
I read stories about this, and I had some people from Bath tell me that her friends have come out here, like 4 of them, and if you're disrespectful to the spirit here, they try to scare you. Like the light will turn red,
It will
and
burn the paint off your car.
she said that 4 of her friends had like left here, and on the way home they got flat tires or something happened with their car.
I've
So it's
heard
like-
of stuff like that where if something can go wrong, it has a higher chance of it.
Yeah.
Especially from this specific
Wait a minute.
spot.
That sounds like my everyday life.
So I was like, well, nothing happened with me. She said,
Just-
well, you're not disrespectful. You're talking
Right.
about a bunch of teenagers coming out here.
It's like a curse of bad luck. You know, I've heard of the light going over vehicles. Someone, was parked their car here. That's what we did, is drove down here before it was gated off, parked the car, sit in the car for hours.
Sadly, I am thinking it is headlights and taillights, buddy.
The first time, though,
It didn't
there's no
feel-
possible way. Like
It didn't
was.
feel like it, but after seeing headlights and taillights, I mean, white lights and red lights, right? Is that a guaranteed thing? Probably not, but if I was a betting man, that's what I'd put my money on.
Lyme disease.
That's the last thing.
Rocky Mountain spotted fever.
I'm really glad I didn't get bitten up by mosquitoes because normally they come like right to me.
Yeah, this is I'm guessing it's right up here pretty quick. Because this is definitely a main road. It's going to get a lot of traffic.
Yeah.
Rob, search my private parts. Make sure I don't have any ticks.
Well, if a tick didn't bite you there, you might still get bit.
Are you a biter, Rob?
I'm ravenous.
But yeah, this is the other end. And mostly whenever we see it, there's no reflectors from this end. So what are we seeing?
Yeah, that's interesting because I feel as though trying to take a look at where that tree line comes into play. And is that the
It's
tree line on
way-
the back side of the road or prior to the road?
We walked along.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that the road is past those trees, and so I don't think
The
you'd
road
see.
is definitely past those trees.
But in the same way that I saw your light from here, you should be able to see my light from there too.
Yeah, we saw
You know what I
you.
mean?
We saw
Yeah,
you
we can
guys
see you
from,
good.
from there.
Right. So.
But what we've been seeing is not that.
Yeah.
Right.
I think the weirdest thing out here is us starting right now.
But yeah. But this is both ends, and like I said, it's active at different times. You can come down here, like sometimes we come down here and don't see it at all. And sometimes we'll come out here and see it right away.
We went to Pactolus again. Steve, talk about it.
Oh, damn. Right into it. Yes, so we were able to go back after our original findings of what we anticipated was Mater's ghost light. being a white light that turned red. And at the first, sorry, finishing, trying to finish this. Um, First time we were out there, it was unexplained. We all were kind of taken back a bit by it, with the fact that we couldn't. At that point in time, we didn't know that there was a road that ran perpendicular to the area that we were looking at, albeit about a mile and a half out. And so, going back the second time, fortunately, we were able to experience a very similar thing to the first visit that we did. And sadly, although in a lot of ways it's not sad because I enjoy debunking things, we were able to determine that it was both headlights and brake lights from passing cars. So this trail is opened on both ends. It has a road on both ends that run slightly angularly perpendicular to it. So headlights that go one way would be seen as white lights, and a vehicle traveling in the opposite direction, you would catch their taillights, hence the red light. So I felt pretty positive that that was in fact it. Rob and I walked the whole damn thing, and I don't know
And
if we
back.
caught anything. Yeah, I mean, it was quite the walk. We did see a game trail out that way, although no animals this time, no deer's eyes, Jake. So, but we did see a lot of fireflies this time. So, which was one of those things that we had thought that could have been a possibility, but
But we did rule the
the coloring was
fireflies
off.
out.
We didn't, but they were certainly more yellow than the white light that we were seeing. And then, of course, we had Tracy out there, who had a flashlight and a group of people on the opposite end, and so we were
So I wanna-
playing
Yeah, I
tag
want to
back
be
and forth.
Yeah, to be specific about that, we had one group at one end of the like mile and a half trail, whatever, and then when our group was on the other side, so you can get kind of an idea of a group on each side, basically looking at each other through the trail, amazed at the lights that they're seeing.
Yeah, at the opposition. So I think that is
They're probably
highly
freaking out,
likely.
too.
I know. I think that's likely the case when people go out there and they see lights. It's either from cars or from other people on the other end of this trail trying to do the same damn thing. So, Jen, you only went out there once with us most recently, but I
Yeah.
feel that you're on board with this conclusion, right?
Oh yeah, I am. I think the creepiest thing for me was just like when it was kind of quiet, I could hear like some twigs snapping. And I was like, crap, is that like an animal? But that was the only thing that like kind of creeped me out.
So I'm gonna try to get the footage together to possibly even like splice in maybe right now to show you. But the only thing I was curious about is that there were some lights that we saw on the camera that we couldn't see with our eyes, looking over the camera. I'm pretty sure there's probably a pretty good explanation for that as well. The camera is like an infrared camera, so I'm not really sure what that would pick up on. That did happen to us a couple of times, but I mean, the majority of it, we got there, we're like, oh my God, look at these lights. Oh, it's going fucking nuts, blah, blah, blah. And then we realized pretty quickly on that it was the other group, and they were probably on the other end doing the exact same thing. And to back Steve's point, I think a lot of people that go out there, because this place is very heavily visited, and I think a lot of people that go out there probably are seeing another group on the other side and are like, holy crap, the lights are moving and blah, blah, blah. And, we didn't think it was flashlights, but when you hold your flashlight at a certain angle that far away, it definitely looks different than it would, a lot closer. So
Just in the hour that we were out there, I know there was at least 5 or 6 vehicles that passed by on our end that we had originally parked and stayed at. And then when we went to join Tracy's group on the opposite end, there were several cars that drove by at that point in time too. So although it's far enough away where you can't hear a vehicle driving by, and because it's so far out with so many trees in the way, to block a majority of the headlights. You're just getting these real small little glimmers of light come through. So it's easy to misconstrue that as something paranormal when I feel it's most certainly just the headlights and taillights of a vehicle, sadly. So,
We were
um,
Well,
definitely.
also there was the house kind of at the other end of the trail, against where we were, and also a church on that side. So maybe some vehicles are parking there quite a bit. I figured that might have been what it was the first time that we saw, because it was a red light. So maybe some type of brake light from a car waiting at that private residence, maybe.
mhm.
Kind of hard to like think of anything else it could have been after that. We didn't know that was there at first. Now that we know, that explains what we saw the first time. So I don't know. If we do go back, I guess it's looking in the direction other than where we have been. What
Yeah, I'm
we've
probably
seen, the
gonna
phenomenons we've seen, are basically uh, say we can vouch for what we think they are, and it makes sense of what they are.
go ahead and say that this case is going to be closed for me. I'm going to be looking towards something else. Unfortunately, for those non-skeptics, we really don't have good news for you. And I'm sorry. I would have liked it to be as real as you probably want it to be. I'm not taking any great pleasure with telling you this, but I did feel like we had a duty to tell what we found and be honest.
And
What did
everybody
y'all?
who's been out there in the past has had stories, especially the believers, of the true believers of something paranormal going on out there, will ask the question, well, what happened 100 years ago, or why have people been seeing this for so long when potentially uh, there weren't as much or many vehicles on the road, or any vehicles on the road for that matter. And I couldn't I couldn't tell you. I think for something like this, it's going to take 50, 60 years before it becomes a kind of an urban legend anyway. So, um, I don't know how much of the stories that I hear and people tell that I really truly believe. I'm sure they've been passed down through generations, some of these older ones. And for somebody who goes out there without having a analytical mindset, they could easily be swept away with those lights as being something different than what they are. Um, and then just to reiterate, going back to when we looked at the map, Google Earth, we just didn't travel far enough along, keep scrolling to see that there actually was a road back there. We didn't figure there was any way that any light could get through from that direction anyway. But once that was made known, there's no coming back from that. So I'm gonna say that this one's debunked on my end.
Well, what about like any feelings? Did y'all like have any like other than like just like the normal like just kind of spooky? Was there any kind of like weird kind of feeling that you got?
We did the first time, but I think it's just we spooked each other out because
Mhm.
sometimes that happens. You go somewhere, start seeing what everybody's talking about, and then you're, spook yourself, work yourself up, spook yourself up, get your adrenaline pumping. So the first time, yeah, I will say that I felt uneasy because, everybody's talking about these lights, and then all of a sudden we're out there seeing them. And I had no idea that there was anything on the other side. So I really do think that my imagination made me see what I went out there to want to see. And now that I know what it is, I mean, quite honestly, I feel a little foolish, but
It would be foolish to continue to say that there's something going on out there when I clearly believe there isn't. But once again, I'm not going to tell people what to think or what to believe, and we all have our thoughts on what it could be. But my money says headlights and taillights, so I'm going to stick with that.
Jen, Rob, you got anything to add?
Well, some people have had stories of the light actually like coming up to their car and going over it, things like that, which we haven't experienced that. What we have seen, we can not 100% verify that it was vehicles and flashlights from other people, but that explains what we saw our 2 times out there. Um,
So unless we have a more definitive experience, that's going to be my pick as well. But there are stories of other people having unexplainable events happen to them. So
Oh, of course, we don't speak for everybody.
yeah.
We speak for Psycho Opinion. All right. Well, if y'all got nothing else to add, we're going to go ahead and.
I did just want to say that I do also feel foolish because I thought that it might be like swamp gas or something, and it ends up being a car. That's
Yeah.
all.
Headlights and taillights, as Steve said.
Yeah.
Chasing some tail.
Nothing
Jason.
more, nothing less.
All right. On that note, there's no reason to drag it out. We don't speak for everybody, but that's what we saw. Enjoy.